We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Giants. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Only good for saving face, senior cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the Lexus, that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet with the diabetic. They mouth you full of the
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from Wisconsin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go, set.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
Okay, ready? 79, go!
There's a short one caught by Johnson. So nothing doing there. And it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he's going to take this across the 15 into Browns territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Panthers, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take go.
Dart going to give to Scatterbury. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cam Scatterbury, 48 yards. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, go.
Throwing, Sanders. That's caught left side by Judy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help him on their drive.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Cougar 19.
Here's Sanders. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
This now a 3rd and 4. To throw is Sanders. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he is going to have a Browns first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Sanders. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
To a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich of these, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on the sweat.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we got themselves so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
2nd down and 8. Dart. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cowan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football.
Ready up.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Catch made by Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tight crowd.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. McCord. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Tracy. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Black 40. Opposite. Green.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Giants' 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Gabriel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. The sneak successful from a yard out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And so they're into maneuver. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
2nd and 15. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially that will be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Browns will take. Over 1st and 10.
On the double.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Tiger. 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Hut, hut.
Working out of the gun here, Gabriel. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Down. 52 Bulls, 43 rail. Ready, ready.
To the air is Gabriel. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To throw, Gabriel. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready.
On play action, it's Gabriel. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Ready. Let's go now. 45. White. Set. Go.
Now a give, right side, Sampson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Gabriel looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal.
Here's Gabriel. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Ready.
Tillman motions to the left. Now Gabriel. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Off the play fake. McCord. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 15.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. McCord. He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Now second and 5. Looking to throw. Gabriel. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Here we go. Black, 95. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Gabriel. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCord. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right down the brink, aren't they?
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
The tight end in motion right.
Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Come on, set, huh?
Play action, now it's Gabriel. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Right. Cut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Yeah, boy, they are giving him nowhere to go these last couple plays as they send him back to the 2. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw from his end zone, McCord. That's complete to Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. McCord. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical. You figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 41.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. McCord. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Take over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll try it now with Scatteroo. Room here to run. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Scatteroo. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here now, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McCord. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Here now, 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Strike. Check striker. Down. Set.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he will have the Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd